here with his manager, Frank Espinoza. Please welcome Oscar Valdez.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to thank my manager, Frank Espinoza, and Charles Frank for giving me the opportunity to fight such a great card. I've always said that Julio Cesar Chavez is an idol, the biggest boxer in the world. So it means a lot to me to fight in his son's card. I'm very excited. It's just going to be another motivation for me to go in the ring and give it my best. You know, back on my team, and Clemente Medina and Luis Garcia, strength and conditioning coach. I'm excited. I'm excited to go in the ring and prove who I really am. So this on 28, I'm going to the ring and we're going to start going. Thank you.
Now, it's a great pleasure to bring to the microphone representing our co-promoter, Banner Promotions, the chief of Banner Promotions, Artie Palulu, who will have a few words to say, and will then introduce Brian Vera's manager, Dave Watson. Artie?
Good afternoon. First, I want to thank Bob and Tony at HBO for making this fight happen. It's been a little bit of a long road, but everything's going well. The bottom line for us on our side is that Brian knows that this is an opportunity, a major one, and it's been a long road for him with his career, and he's actually made it all happen by beating Laura twice, and then knocking out Hendrick, who was the former junior middleweight champion, and making himself the #1 middleweight in the WBO. And my mother always said to me, timing is everything in life, Artie, and I would prefer my children to be more lucky than smart. So Brian is at a position of his career where things have come into play. He's fighting a great fighter. His father is a legend, but he believes it's his opportunity, and so do we. And Bob did it. Bob put it together with HBO, and now I have to tell you, I think you're going to be in for a terrific fight. Neither one of these kids know how to back up. There is no backup. So it's going to be a great fight for TV, great fight for the fans there, and it's great for the sport. It's very good for boxing. So right now, I'd like to introduce, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to introduce Dave Watson, who's been with Brian, and he's his manager, and he's a good guy to work with, and he's got the kid's best interest at heart. So this is Dave Watson.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank Banner Promotions for one. They've taken really good care of us and gotten this opportunity for us. I'd also like to thank Bob Arum and Top Rank. This is a great opportunity for Brian. He's worked really hard for this. He's been going in people's backyards and fighting top quality opponents and beating them to get where he's at today. On September 28th, I think you're going to see two prideful guys going head to head, and it's going to be a real exciting fight for everyone involved. Brian's prepared himself. He realizes that this is his opportunity. We are going to see a great show. Thank you very much.
Is really very happy to see Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. back in the ring. The most popular star on television in Mexico and the United States, highest rated fighter. He's now coming back into the ring with a dedicated purpose. I'd like to bring to the microphone to say a few words his trainer, Vladimir Bro.
Antemano quiero agradecer a Julio por esta oportunidad que me puso al frente. Quiero agradecer a Dios también por esta oportunidad también esta responsabilidad que tengo. Ya estamos haciendo muy bien. Lo único que quiero decir es que estamos entrenando muy fuerte y esta pelea es muy importante para nosotros. Sabemos que Vera es un gran peleador. Nosotros estamos preparando bien y vamos a regresar como tenemos que regresar, como siempre hemos regresado. Julio lo veo con mucha hambre de volver al ring y lo vamos a demostrar el día 28 de septiembre. Nos estamos preparando muy duro y muchísimas gracias a todos. Dios los bendiga.
Thank you, Bob. Ya le dije a Bob que me consiga una pelea de 10 rounds, pero con un viejito de 50 años.
It's a 50-year-old.
no, ya no se puede. Bueno, lo único que quiero decir es que creo que se avecina una pelea difícil, una pelea dura para Julio mi hijo.
I want to tell you that I know this is a tough fight for Julio. This is a very difficult opponent.
Sabemos que Brian Vera es un peleador aguerrido, un peleador fuerte.
We know that Brian Vera is a tough fighter, a warrior in there.
Pero creo que Julio se está preparando para eso y creo que va a ser una muy buena pelea. Creo que el público es el que va a salir ganando porque son dos peleadores que les gusta intercambiar golpes.
I know that Julio is preparing very well for this fight because we know that the styles are perfect for each other. They're going to come at each other and the fans are going to be the winners.
Y simplemente decirle a todos que muchas gracias y que gane el mejor, pero que gane mi hijo. Gracias.
I want to tell everyone that it's going to be a great fight. May the best man win. I hope that's my son.
We could have stuck around and fought for the WBO, Peter Freeland, but we know what this is in stake with this. Obviously, he has a big name, and I feel like I've been in training camp for 3 fights already, for this thing, but it's kept me focused. I've gotten to develop good habits, and training camp's on point right now. I expect to see a war. I know he comes to fight. I come to fight. We both got good teams, and I expect to be victorious, so I expect to see a great fight for September 28th.
Well, Brian.
Disputes his boxing ability, his punching ability, his stamina, and the fact that he never gives in a fight and always keeps fighting. Now, some have criticized his determination outside of the ring, and those criticisms, to a large extent, have been justified. But I really believe that with this fight, Julio is turning over a new leaf and will be the fighter that we all know him to be, one of the great fighters in boxing, with the genes and the determination to be pound for pound the best fighter. Please welcome the former middleweight champion of the world, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Bueno, primero que nada, buenas tardes.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Estoy muy contento por poder volver al ring después de un año de estar fuera.
I'm very happy to be returning to the ring after a long year.
Creo que tengo una pelea bastante dura el día 28 de septiembre.
I believe that I have a very tough fight coming up on September 28th.
He visto a Vera durante ya bastante tiempo. Es un peleador muy fuerte, bastante aguerrido.
I've been watching him the last few years. I see him as a warrior, very aggressive.
Yo creo que va a ser una gran pelea, ¿sabes? Yo creo que va a ser una pelea muy emocionante, lo que dure.
I think it's gonna be a very exciting fight, however long it lasts.
La gente, yo creo, como dice mi papá, son los que van a salir ganando.
I think, like my dad said, I think the fans here are the winners when they see this fight.
Estoy muy emocionado por esta pelea, la verdad. Es como un sueño, ¿sabes? Hecho realidad otra vez. Estar aquí, saber que voy a pelear el día 28 de septiembre después de estar un año fuera.
I'm very excited to be coming back, after, it's like a dream, you think about the comeback and finally here, and it's a reality now.
Es como volver a empezar. Esta es la segunda parte de mi carrera.
I see this as the beginning of the second part of my career.
Vengo con todo, vengo bien motivado.
I'm coming with everything, very motivated.
Voy a demostrar esta pelea que quiero ser el mejor peleador del mundo.
I'm gonna show everyone that I want to be the best fighter in the world, pound for pound.
On Saturday, October 12th, big pay-per-view card, the WBO welterweight championship, Timothy Bradley against Juan Manuel Marquez, the vacant WBO featherweight title, Orlando Cruz against Orlando Salido, a special 10-round featherweight fight. Let me tell you about that. Vasyl Lomachenko was perhaps the greatest amateur fighter of our time. He lost only one amateur fight, a disputed decision, and won 540 amateur fights. If you want to know how good he is, talk to some of our up-and-coming top-ranked young fighters who fought him in the amateurs, like Oscar Valdez, Jose Ramirez, and Felix Verdea. He is something special, and in his first professional fight, he is going to fight a rated contender over 10 rounds, Jonathan Oquendo, whose record is 23-3 with 16 knockouts. And if Lomachenko can beat Oquendo, his second professional fight will be for the world title against the winner of Cruz and Salido. It wasn't my idea, it was his idea. So let's see what happens. Saturday, October 19th, a fight that everybody is looking forward to, the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. Mike Alvarado against Ruslan Provodnikov, also on HBO. And on November 9th, a triple header courtesy of HBO. Mikey Garcia against Rocky Martinez, Nonito Donaire against Victor Darchinian, and Vanis Medrosian against Andrade for the WBO Junior Middleweight Championship. Really loaded card. And finally, November 23rd, from the Venetian Macau Cotai Arena pay-per-view show, headlined by Manny Pacquiao against Brandon Rios. So this is really an unprecedented lineup of fights. We're very, very happy to be partnering up with HBO, which gives us the ability to put on and present these fights to you. We have probably another fight to announce in December. It's been a very busy year. I will have traveled to Asia by the end of the year, 6 round-trip times. We've had a great year in Asia. We're having a great year in the United States, and we're demonstrating to the world that boxing is a global business, that there are great fighters, not only from the United States, but from Mexico, from Argentina, from Europe, from the old Soviet Union, Russia, Ukraine, great fighters coming from there. And of course now from Asia, Zhao Shiming will be on Manny's card and has starred 2 cards from Macau. Is one of the most popular sports people in the great country of China. Yang, he'll be a lightweight, terrific fighter. You'll watch him here on September 28th. And then there's the Japanese middleweight who has created a frenzy in Japan, Ryota Murata, who won the middleweight championship at the last Olympiad in London, and believe me, is the goods. His first fight was against the Asian middleweight champion, a 6-round fight, and he knocked out the champion, who've had about 30 fights. He knocked him out in the 2nd round. You're going to hear a lot from Ryota Murata. he is really going to elevate boxing in the great country of Japan. So we look forward to the rest of this year and into next year. The fight on September 28th will really be a sensational one. I am sure that everybody will love the card and will love the main event. I want to thank you all for coming. The fighters will take some pictures and then be available for further interviews. Thank you very much.
Right.